welcome back to Straight Outta Marvel. It's your fire vaccinated host Kevin 27, alongside the other half of the podcast, Chris.
What's
up,
good,
bro?
fella? What's good, my boy? What's
You
good?
already know. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Another beautiful day.
Yes, sir.
This is episode 3, and this episode is produced by the KC Network. This will be our first episode on YouTube. So please go to our YouTube at the KC Network 702. Subscribe, give this video a like and comment, and please let's get on this Marvel train because come on, man, die hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, man. So
let's get it.
This is the last episode 9 of WandaVision, the series finale. They didn't say the season finale. They said the series. So they just let us know off bat, like, hey, this is a one-off. You feel me? So cue the sad music, bro. It came and went so fast, I feel. You know?
I feel like it went by real fast. It did not feel like 2 months, man.
And it did not. Week.
It did not feel like that.
Oh, but you know what? We did get the first 2 episodes, so it was exactly 2 months.
Yeah.
We got the first 2 episodes first, and then the slow burn the rest of the way. So exactly 2 months.
Yeah.
So before we hop into the story telling part of it, let's just talk about how we feel, man. Like, how do you feel about this episode? You feel like it was a great episode, a good episode, a cool episode, trash, or you know what I'm saying? What would you give this episode out of 10?
I want to give it a 9 out of 10 just because it was certain. Yes, it was certain things that I seen that didn't make sense at a point, but majority of the episodes were fire, bro. Like the fight scenes to stuff that just would throw you in it took you all over the place, honestly.
Bro, they went so back and forth. Like when I was taking the notes, it was like certain scenes that I wanted to stay on. But they just cut to another scene and then they cut back to it. So I was like, damn, this was a hard one to take notes on for sure. Action packed. I thought I give it an 8 out of 10 because only say 8 out of 10 because it was 2 things I didn't like, and it was one thing I particularly hated. Like one of the 2, it's not 3 things, but one of the 2 particularly hated, but still 8 out of 10. Come on, man, that's gravy. I thought it was great. It was a great series finale.
And honestly, it's gonna go down as like probably one of the most anticipated series I've ever seen. Like it was a lot of things that it just took you from episode to episode, and you just feeding hunger for more, and all the way to the end. It was just. On God, but but I enjoy every single episode, and I like how the first 2 episodes make it so important. Like I love those 2 now because of what we see in the later episodes.
Yeah, well, the last episode, episode 8, where we see Wanda create the hex, and then it pretty much goes to the first episode, and that's why they was like, oh, we actually don't know when our anniversary is, or we actually don't know what we're doing here. I actually agree with you, but I honestly like the first 2 episodes more after I saw the 4th episode. I thought it was great, but overall the season or the series, I want to say season finale so bad because it's so like, but the series finale, I loved it. Thought it was great.
Yeah, bro. And it was just too fire, bro. I can't wait. Let's get to it, fam. You ready?
Let's get into it.
Episode
9, the series finale. We pick up where we left off at the end of episode 8. where Agatha is choking the kids with her dark magic. And Wanda says, "Did you forget I can use my magic out here?" When Agatha replies, "I was counting on it." As explained prior episode again, we seen Agatha, absorb all of the witch's powers. So pretty much she wants to absorb Wanda's powers. And it gives the last episode way more meaning because she really did have to get to the bottom of who Wanda was to realize that, okay, she's the Scarlet Witch. So I appreciated that. What did you think about that?
Man, I think what I really liked about it is when Agatha really pushed that part of the dark hole, basically explaining to Wanda, like, this is what you are. And she didn't want to believe it, but she knew it was gonna happen. Yeah, and she wanted that power too. You could see that.
So the fight begins, and we got a witch fight. Boom! We throwing out red, we throwing out the purple. It's getting on. And then, of course, my girl Wanda, she does the slick shit.
And every time.
She hits her from behind with a Buick. Like, yo, Agatha she didn't see it coming because I didn't see it coming. But if she did her homework, like you would think Agatha did, she would know. Wanda does the surprise attack. She did the same thing to Tony Stark in Civil War. So, she should have did her homework. But I digress. So we get into this crazy witch fight. And this is where we get, did you peep it? The Wizard of Oz reference.
Yes.
With, Agatha's boots under the house.
Yes.
I thought it was cool. I peeped it out as soon as I seen it. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I thought it was an incredible way to start it off, to kick off the season or the series finale. I'm gonna just keep saying season finale. Yeah. To kick off the series finale, great way to start a fight. What you think?
Bro, it was honestly, the fight scene was so perfect because it was like all this witch magic, red and purple. And I like how they made Agatha look strong. I like that because I was like wondering if Wanda was gonna get her the business,
like overpower her from the get-go.
Yeah. So I like that they made Agatha look strong throughout the entire episode. So it made her look pretty good as a good little villain to be scripted off into the MCU. That's pretty good.
I seen some dumb Google posts. I wish I would have some Google News posts, and I wish I would have actually seen the source so I could flame their ass. But it was like Agatha's the worst villain the MCU has came out with. I'm like, first of all, the MCU has no bad villains, and Agatha was a great addition.
Mm-hmm.
Witty, she was witty, clever. I like Agatha. Like, we're gonna talk when her and Wanda go back to the Salem, Massachusetts shit. Oh my god, that is my favorite part. But we're gonna get into it. So, part 2. Here we go. Of the opening fights. This part 2 of the opening fight scene.
Yeah.
We get the White Vision flying down from the heavens like white Jesus. And we get no explanation on how he was able to get into the hex. Like, no explanation whatsoever. He just, I don't know. He just waltzed his way up in there. I don't know why he was able to get in the hex, but whatever. And Wanda says, "Is it really you?" Once again, like, Wanda's just she's just like, but I get it because she didn't steal the Vision's body like Director Hayward said that she did. So I can understand why she was like, is that you? Mm-hmm. And of course, he gives her the Wanda. and starts to caress her face,
yeah,
and then proceeds to squeeze her head like a water
fucking
balloon
melon.
or something. Like, bro, I was
Did you hear the bones,
bro? Were you shocked, or is it just me?
I knew Vision was down there, not he was not gonna play no games, bro. But I didn't think all the crunching the head was gonna happen. I was like, ooh, I was like, man, that's kind of weird. But good thing we got to see regular Vision fly right through and get that job done. That boy was putting in that work,
bro. So, like you say, my boy, yo boy, this my boy now. Vision, my dog now. Hey,
yeah,
I was so down on Vision after Captain America: Civil War because I felt like his love for Wanda cost Rhodey his legs. That's how I feel, and I'd never go back on that because, like, he was so worried about Wanda, he wasn't worried about the mission. And again, in Infinity War, what happened? Well, you got orders too. Well, I just won't go back. And I get it. We all do crazy things for love, but I just wasn't feeling Vision as a character. But now I really get it. You know, I understand. Yeah. So,
and one thing I really like
about Vision, I was glad he came
Vision,
to save the day.
One thing I really like about Vision kept it real and honest as he can, especially through these episodes. They kind of show how legit Vision really is. And we're going to touch on that vibranium pretty soon.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so, Vision asks, where are the boys? Once again, just like with Darcy, that's the first thing he asks about is his kids. So I love it. Vision care about them kids, man. I love what is that the first MCU family? That's the first MCU family, right?
No, I think Hawkeye. No. Yeah, I mean,
but super family. Super family, though.
Yeah. I think they're the first super family.
Like, they're the first super family. So he asked for the boys. She says, they're in the house safe. She says, Vision, I'm sorry for not telling you what happened when I found out what happened and kept it going. He says, that's okay. And Wanda says, this is our home. And Vision does the epic. Vision come with the bars. Well, let's fight for it. And then boom, we back to the fight. And so Agatha reemerges with a funny line because Vision walking up out White Vision, White Jesus Vision, he walking up out because after Vision kicked him into an RV, he walk out like the Terminator. And I was like, he's walking out so cool. I was like, shout out to both Visions came and they did their shit. I love it.
They came I love it. They came and whooped some Marvel ass. I loved it.
So Agatha reemerges and she comes with her funny line. Your ex and your new boyfriend at the same party. Who are you gonna choose, Wanda? Not the guy that just tried to squeeze my fucking head.
All right. Like, that didn't make sense at all. The logic behind that one.
When I heard it, I was like, what? Like, obviously she's not gonna choose the one that just tried to kill her.
Oh God, like, he just squeezed her damn dome. Come on, bro.
So more fireworks begin. And now here we come. I'm telling you, bro, these were great fight scenes. Like, these were some great fight scenes. And I see why Paul Bettany, it was not more, it could have been more CGI than Endgame.
Yeah.
It was a lot of CGI. I could see that. But I don't know, more than Endgame, because you got to think that Endgame fight was like 40 minutes just to fight.
Yeah. That whole fight scene was crazy. That was a long fight. I don't know about that. That's kind of a tough one. Because that fight scene in WandaVision was pretty awesome. And it was a lot of moments where it took you from they're telling you the story, but then we're going to give you some action right after that. and they just kept going back and forth, and that's what I kind of liked about it. They kept taking you to different places within this episode,
right?
Which we figured was gonna happen.
I loved it. So we cut to the next scene with Jimmy Woo, and he is being brought in by Sword, which I'm not sure how he got caught. And Hayward is explaining his plan to Jimmy, as Jimmy tells Hayward he will not be able to cover this up because, as you remember, the prior episode, or no, the episode before that, that's when Jimmy Woo found out about Project Cataract and what he was doing with the Vision. So he's already like, you're not going to be able to keep this under wraps. Hayward tells him his plan, says, oh, I'll cut you in if only you had a little more vision. Like
vision. Ugly ass.
Bro, if you don't knock it out, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like they really try to make you hate Hayward. Like him saying that corny line was like, bro, I uppercut you right now talking to me like that. Like a little more vision. What?
I was like, Hayward a dickhead. They
Oh, so Jimmy Woo tells him, well, I got my boys coming in talking about Quantico, and they'll be here under the hour. Hayward says, you bluffing. Am really? I? Like, you know, yo, shout out Jimmy Woo. I like Jimmy Woo. So they throw Jimmy Woo to the hay, which is a crazy jail cell.
Yep.
And honestly, I thought this was funny because if I ever arrest somebody, I will always take their phone from them.
Easily.
Like, if I have to put you in restraints, I will arrest you and take your fucking phone. I'm not going to say, hey, have your phone. But anyway, I guess they forgot that Jimmy Woo's a magician. Yeah. And this whole show was about magic.
Ooh.
And Jimmy Woo picks the lock and he calls his boys and make good on his promise. His boys coming under an hour.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom. As Wanda is walking through Westview, she get hit by Agatha. And this is when Agatha tells Wanda it's her destiny to end the world. This is when she busts out the Darkhold and tell her that she's been written about and she's supposed to end the world.
Yeah.
And when you look at that picture behind you, young man,
shout out to the Straight Outta Marvel gang. And shout out to Kevin 27. You know, that boy put in that work. You get what I'm saying?
Always shout out work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
But you know, she tells her all of this about her, and this is when Wanda says, I'm not a witch. Like, I don't know magic. Like, no one taught me spells. And Agatha like, oh, all right, bet. And this is when the heartbreak stops.
Yeah.
Here comes Dottie. And she unlocks Dottie's mind.
Yeah.
And instantly Dottie says, or she says, Dottie? And she says, no, my name is Sarah.
Name is Sarah.
Like, bitch, stop calling me Dottie. Like, she said, like, bro, so heartbreaking. I have a daughter. Yeah. Can you please let her out of her room so I can hold her? Bro, Wanda really has been keep locking these kids up. Think about how dark they went. This is a Disney project, which we know how dark Disney can get. And
speaking,
this is a dark project. She has locked up all the kids, which is why subliminally for the children. That's what, right? Doesn't that make sense? Though? That's why they was like subliminally, like they trying to like keep Wanda happy and maybe they can see their kids again.
Yeah. That's tough. Oh my God. It goes to show how crazy Wanda can get with that power. And then for you to be mentally unstable to the point you can't focus on what you're doing, that is sad. Especially just seeing how all those people being woken and explaining their stories and how they feeling. It's crazy.
It's tough. I thought it was crazy. Like with Dottie saying that, I just was like, oh, like it was so cringy because I'm like, damn, Wanda, like you really, like when Pietro really said like, oh, you just let all these kids come out of their rooms for this one night, like, oh, that's so sick. So sick.
That shit was sick, bro.
So we fast forward and we get the underwhelming scene where we get Ralph Boner. We get the Ralph Boner scene, and before this, because I just skipped it because it was so insignificant, but I thought we could talk about it once we got to this scene. So we get the Ralph Boner scene.
Yeah.
Prior to this, Monica was yelling out the window, and we finally get the reveal of what's been happening. So apparently, Pietro was able to kidnap Monica, hide her in a room, and when she tried to get out, he plucked her, and she flew back and was like, oh, I think I'm bleeding inside my chest, but I got the medicine, head ass. Like,
that shit was so weird.
So weird, like so whack. So that's why that was one of my gripes. And so now we get to the Ralph Boner scene where Monica's like, she's looking through the mail. She sees a headshot.
Yeah.
And she's like, Ralph Boner, which I think his name is Bonner, but because of how it looked, he was like, Boner. Like, and she was like, all right, I'm about to take this guy out, which I just don't understand why she wasn't able to do this in the first place.
Yeah.
She wrestles him down, does her little energy shit easily, might I add, wrestles him down easily, does her little energy shit, takes the necklace off. You know what I'm saying?
And then he pleading for help.
And now he's back to his normal self, and he's like, please spare my life. And I'm like, damn. So this isn't hold on. So you telling me they brought the actor from the Fox universe just to play a fucking sick mind game?
That is,
yo, Marvel, I love you guys, and yo, bro, you played a sick mind game on your fans, man. That is crazy.
And they gave us so many Quicksilver signs. Like, I'm like, why y'all just didn't announce this as Quicksilver?
So apparently Agatha can give people superpowers too.
That's pretty wild. And so this is basically like a slap when they put Ralph Boner. They just basically saying, no, this is not Quicksilver. We just playing with y'all this whole time.
I don't know which was worse. That was worse, or was Paul Bettany saying, oh, it's a Luke Skywalker size cameo coming at the end, and it was really him.
What? That'd have been all over the place. That scene alone was just, it wasn't good to my perspective because all it showed basically was nothing. It was just Ralph was able to stop her at first, and then we cut back to her. She just find out his name, and then all of a sudden she know how to take him down. And then
it was so quick.
Yeah, like it was way too fast, and it just didn't make sense.
And we said this, that it was so much to wrap up with so little time that they weren't going to be able to wrap up everything and give everything justice. To me, they didn't give justice to Darcy, and they didn't give enough justice to the Monica and Mr. Snooper's going to snoop, aka Pietro, aka Hard Dick. Like, so that was underwhelming, but still 8 out of 10. But so next scene, we skip. We have Herb saying, I used to try and resist you, and now I can't even remember why. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me?
Can you tell me why?
The people of Westview are pleading with Wanda. Wanda, please.
We feel your pain, girl.
All I do is feel your pain. And Wanda is still trying to lie to herself. She's like, no, I gave you guys better lives. And they're like, no. Dottie butted in and said, no, you gave us your grief. Norm says, when you let us go to sleep, bro. He said, when you let us go to sleep, we have your nightmares.
That's
chilling scene, bro. And then
that was rough.
It keeps going like that with all the people from Westview. And I'm surprised somebody didn't just get off on her ass. I would have at least tried. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I feel it, whatever. And Wanda starts getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And then, boom, trips out again, starts choking everybody damn near to death.
Yep. And you got to listen, before that scene, we saw that scene happen before because of her son. When he caught that, when he had the vision of that happening.
Oh, yeah, that did happen. That was, that was before that. Yeah, the Billy and Tommy had a little vision.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually Billy had the vision because he's the one with telekinesis and all of that shit.
Yeah.
And you know, he has the vision of the mom and Vision fighting Vision. And so they come to help. So then we get to that scene. Excuse me. Damn, I thought I had yeah. I skipped that, my bad. But anyway.
Oh, good.
So damn, that threw me off. But anyway, so after that, Wanda choking everybody. She was like, once she realized what she did, she like, oh, my bad. Damn, I ain't mean that. And she does her little wiggly woos out her hand and let everybody go. And I swear, bro, it wasn't meant to be funny, but I bust out laughing when Deborah Jo wrote. And it's just because her voice, just from that 70s show, I'm just trying to laugh from her voice because she was so hilarious in that show. But when she said, well, if you won't let us go, at least let us die. Bro, I started dying laughing. Like, I felt so bad, but it just coming from her, it was funny. Like, I thought that shit was funny.
Yeah, bro. That's gonna be a moment in the Marvel universe.
Just let us die. Wanda says she will not let him die, but she don't let him go. She said, I will. I'm gonna let you go. Starts opening the hex, tells everybody, yo, get the fuck up out of here, yo. Everybody start running, screaming, running away from Wanda. I would too. This witch is crazy. And that's when Hayward, director Dick, he's like, oh, I got an opening. Which is like, what was you gonna do? Like,
right. Like, what you gonna do to Wanda, bro?
So him and his military goons, or whatever goons they are, they sword goons, are they the military? Like, who is this? And all right. So Vision says, listen, boys, your mother and I never prepared you as the military swarms Agatha up there. And he says, me and your mother never prepared you for this. And we get this badass line from Wanda. And she says, but you're prepared for it. I was like, oh, shit. Like, oh, you was born. She said you was born for this. Like,
God.
Bro,
like, you was literally made for this shit.
Bro, that shit gave me goosebumps. And this is part 3 of the action. We have? Yeah, we have. Is it 3 parts, or we have 3 or 4 action parts? But this is part 3 of the action. And I thought it was so dope because right after that, White Vision come at Red Vision, try to get at him, boom, stop him, knock him right into the library, which is such, like, just so great for 2 visions to be fighting in a library. Like, come on, bro.
What is the logic behind now? That is so perfect.
It's poetic justice.
Like, that
literally
shit is so perfect.
Like, it's literally poetic justice. Like even how their fight ended was poetic justice. Like, come on, man. So after we see a little bit of that, the two visions fighting, Wanda says, "Handle the military, boys. Mommy's going to be right back." Boom! I was like, "Yo, this shit go hard." And so, Billy paused. What he do? Pause. I don't know if he paused time, if he paused the military or what he did, but
he
then
frozen.
Tommy runs, does a little quick run, and has a little nod to Quicksilver when he takes the hat, just like Quicksilver did in the was it Days of Future Past? Quicksilver took the hat in that movie, so that was a nice little nod. Like, yeah, you guys would never get that Quicksilver, but we're gonna have little Tommy over here. You know what I'm saying?
Give you a little cameo, give you a little something.
I honestly I thought that's what it was, because they just let us know prior to that we're not going to get Evan Peters from the Fox universe. We getting a little Tommy. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, because basically by that video from Evan Peters, it sounds like it was just like a one-off thing. You could tell that they just really just worked together on this project and they ain't gonna push nothing further. But I did like in that scene where all of them was together, when it was Vision, Wanda, and the kids all packed in one like the Incredibles. That shit was hard. That shit was a nice little part. I like that.
Yeah, it looked just like the Incredibles. That shit was so
the way that camera just like focused into them, that shit was too fire. Too fire.
That shit was hard. So we get Monica, Billy, and Tommy all displaying powers in one powerful scene. And I know a lot of people are pissed off that Hayward hopped out the car and got to shooting at kids. And I'm not here to shoot Hayward any bail. I'm only saying, bro, wouldn't you be on some shit if you just seen these kids literally disarm your entire military in a blink of an eye? You're gonna be like, what the hell? These aren't just kids. Like, I get why people like felt a way about it, but come on, man. Like,
and the kids ain't even real.
But they really want you to hate director Hayward. I don't know why. I don't know if he'll come back. I don't know if he was just a one-off, but they really want you to hate Hayward.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he shot kids.
It's wild, bro.
This is when we see Monica use her powers again, and she doesn't even know. Like, she doesn't know if her powers can stop bullets. She just does the heroic thing like heroes do. And that's, and did you see the eyes? They glowed gold.
Bro, that was fire, bro. I was like, dang, so she got different variations of how her eyes will glow within the radius.
Because they match energy. So whatever the energy is, she matches it. Which is why when she looked in the basement, she saw all the purple flowers, her eyes turned purple. It wasn't her being mind controlled. She just that's the way her power works, seemingly.
Yeah.
Even when she came in Westview, they was blue.
That was fire, bro. I like how when the bullets, especially when the bullets came through, you could tell based off the fire of the bullets and how they look going through the stomach and coming out the back. That was wild.
And then what Billy do? He went on Neo from the Matrix and stopped the one that went past Monica. Liddy.
That was too fire of a scene.
Damn, that shit hard, bro.
Not me. And then after that, we get Professor Dickhead jump in the car and he backs up and he tried to get up out of there, and who pops up and run him over?
Darcy, who took her 2 episodes to get to the fight.
All right.
Bro, this is why I'm saying I didn't like how they did Darcy. Like, it took her 2 episodes to get to the fight, and all she says is, somebody's going to prison.
Oh God, that shit is funny. I'm like, that's all they gonna give my girl Darcy.
Come on, man. That's crazy. Think about it. The Hex opened up and the military got there before Darcy did, and she already was there.
Oh me.
She must have been on the borderline of the Hex.
On me.
God damn.
It
So
must have been far apart.
let's talk about the best part of the fight, which I think, which was the witch trials.
Yes. Oh
I
man,
think
that
this
was
was the
fire.
best part of any fight. The vision on vision. I think this was the best part. It showed an insane amount of strength, an insane amount of knowledge between the two witches. And I thought, honestly, bro, I thought it was powerful the way they got in. So we start, and prior to this, Wanda she turned into the invisible woman, and Agatha like, yo, where the fuck she at? And that's when Wanda does the whole little thing where she takes over your mind and takes you back to the place that you most afraid of. She takes Agatha back to the witch trials, and Agatha is back on trial again. And Wanda thinks she's doing something. Wanda says, see, between me and you, what's the difference between me and you? Hey, but she said the difference between me and you is you did this on purpose. Which again, Wanda trying to scapegoat because I don't care. You did it on purpose. I don't care. You know what you was doing, but regardless, she says, this is the difference between me and you. You did this on purpose. And Agatha's like acting all scared, trying to play it off. And do you think, was it Agatha who raised the witches, or was it Wanda who raised the witches in the first place?
I think it was Wanda who raised the witches, but I think Agatha was able to turn them on to Wanda because they did look at Wanda as a Scarlet Witch, and the way they was announcing it when they got alive, when they rose from the dead.
You're the Scarlet Witch. Oh. So Agatha turns the tables.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. The mental aspect of this fight is not, because it's like, I'm not into D&D. I'm not into, I'm like, I like the first couple of Harry Potters. Never been that into it. But I always was like, well, how will this work? Like, how is a witch fight? Is it just gonna be, oh, I'm throwing some invisible, or I'm throwing some purple shit at you and you throw some red? No, it was a lot of mental that went on into this fight. So I really appreciated how they took the time out to do this. So Agatha turns the tables, and the witches put Wanda on the stake, and now she's like, you can't win, Wanda. You got all the power, none of the knowledge. And here we get the red crown that appears on Wanda's head, just like the blue crown appeared on the mom's head when she was trying to take Agatha out. I thought that was tight. So the mom was like really some type of, she was like really a top-notch witch. You feel me? Because she had some kind of crown.
Yeah.
Crown head ass. I thought that was tight. So this fight continues in the air.
Yeah.
Where Agatha says, release your burden and give me your power. And Wanda is giving her all she has, hitting Agatha. But she's missing some shots too. You feel me?
Yeah.
And at the time watching, I'm like, damn. I'm like, come on, Wanda, like, take this girl out. But we don't know. Wanda has a bigger plan.
No, me.
And even Agatha was a little like, yo, why the fuck she keep missing me? And finally, she says, "He could take it all, give her all she had." And Wanda looking like grandma Maximoff.
Oh,
And all of a sudden, we get the evil witch cackle, and then we get the whole wait. Oh, I have no powers. What's going on? Wanda flipped the tables, turned the motherfuckers upside down. While she was missing, she was actually casting the rune spells on each wall of the hex,
which is so fire. And I like how they gave that little touch. I love how they gave that little Thanos in-game touch. That was fire.
What you mean?
Because you know how when he tried to snap and it didn't work?
Oh, yeah.
And then that and that didn't work. That was just, I like that little sequence. Gave me that little feel.
Damn, that is kind of trash though. Like when you say it like that, because it was like a couple weeks later. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
But I get it though. That's a little more better than Thanos, because with Thanos, it was like, damn, you didn't feel all that power leaving your body. But with her, she didn't know, because she just thinking she's schooling Wanda. Like, wait, what's the actual terminology? I gotta read it. The cast or the witch that casts the spell can only use her magic. And I thought that was BEA beautiful. Like, what do you think about like just how Wanda turned the tables on her? Like, how do you think that? Honestly, that was a great chess move.
Man, I think it was fire. Honestly, I love that part of the scene, because at first I was feeling like, man, they making Wanda look weak out here, man. I was like I pointed earlier on this in this podcast, that they made Agatha look real strong. So I thought she was just basically giving her power to Agatha. And I like how they was able to basically make you think Agatha out here winning. And then they flip it on you like that to show you those symbols. And then you remember what Agatha did to Wanda. So I like how Wanda took that from episode 9 and flipped the script.
From episode 8.
Episode 8.
No, that was actually, was it episode 8?
No, yeah, it was episode 8.
Yeah, the beginning.
Yeah, and flip the script on her. That was a nice little touch. And be able to get that power back. That was just, oof. That was a nice scene.
Given space, only the witch who casts the runes can use her magic. And Wanda says, "Thanks for the lesson, biatch." Like, that's how I felt about it. Agatha's befuddled. Talk about epic. Talk about epic.
Epic.
And here, Wanda becomes the Scarlet Witch in all her glory. Man. She absorbs Agatha's powers, and here we get the beautiful reveal of Wanda's headpiece, little Magneto-y.
Yeah.
Her dress, all that, so clean. She drops her down to the floor nicely. It was a little splat to the floor. It wasn't a big one, but it was a little splat. It was a little splat. And then that's when she tells her, "Hey, I'm taking your magic away." And she's like, "Damn, you cruel. You're going to just make me live here." And then she turns into the nosy neighbor that she came to town to play. Which I thought, we get it. Agatha was going to go back on her promise. She wasn't going to let Wanda live there happily ever after. But come on. Wanda's really the bad person here. Like, bro. Like, and then she turned it, well, I guess she turned into a regular person. I don't know. She said nobody's going to bother her. If it's me, I will be looking for this witch who was flying in the air. Like, I don't know, bro.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy, because now that Agatha is basically the nosy neighbor again, it's basically like now she's stuck in this little hex. And I noticed that little touch when she said at the end, like when she was like, "I'm gonna see you again, hun." like that. Even that part was kind of like a threat. Like we probably gonna
She
see
said,
Agatha
"Okie
again."
dokie, artichoke."
I was like, we probably gonna see Agatha again. Who knows?
Oh my god! Shout out to Agatha. I thought she was a great villain.
Yeah, she played that world good, man.
Even though it wasn't Agatha all along, it was
No.
really Wanda all along. Yo, what's up with this? What's up with Disney and Marvel with the trolling? Like, I like a good troll,
time.
but that was, to me, it was like that wasn't a good troll to me, because they said it was Agatha all along, which is y'all fault, because you should have listened to a black queen when a black queen said it was Wanda. It's all Wanda. And everybody was like, oh, well, that means it's Mephisto.
No, me, which made me thought it was Mephisto.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's all their fault. Like, they should have listened to Agatha when she said, hey, it was me all along. Or not Agatha, but Monica, when she said it was Wanda. Like, she was there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Wanda was in her head and she said she felt her grief, I don't know, man. And I'm saying to you, I just hopped on the bandwagon. Everybody was like, oh, well, this and that and that. But
yeah,
should have listened to Black Queen when a Black Queen says something. Shout out to Tiana Prince.
No, me.
Or is it Paris? It's Tiana Paris, right?
Yeah, Tiana.
I don't know why I keep saying Prince.
Or you got Prince in your head.
I don't know, man. RP Prince too.
A legend.
Oh yeah, come on, man. Prince, Purple Rain. Come on, man. So, Vision says our dream home has turned into a fixer-upper, right? And, that's when Wanda begins to reduce the hex. And seemingly, things are going back to normal. Wanda, Vision, the two kids, they all walk home, superhero shit on. As soon as they get to the door, they take off they, superhero shit, change it to regular clothes. And I thought this was crazy because, remember, they just wanted to blend in at first. Now, they don't give a fuck. I wouldn't either. Shit.
I wouldn't care either, honestly.
Yeah, like, fuck it. So I thought that was cool. And we get a good bedtime story to me. Well, not a bedtime story, but we put the kids to bed. I thought it was very similar to the Titanic when the mom was reading the kids the bedtime. That's why I said bedtime story. That bedtime story for them to go to sleep, because, hey man, we poor. They ain't gonna let us on no boats. You just gotta, you just know you're gonna die. So I guess they was just like, we just gonna read the kids to bed, and that's how they did it. They knew that the kids couldn't live outside the hex, because earlier when Wanda was putting the hex back, we saw that the kids couldn't survive. We seen Vision won't survive, and that's when Agatha was like, "You see what you did? This you tied your family into this twisted little, thing you got going on." So, and shout out to Wanda. She finally let it go.
Yeah.
We had a beautiful discussion between her and Vision, which Vision says, we'll meet again. This isn't our first goodbye.
Yeah.
And I thought it was beautiful, man. I thought it was good. Thought it was a great way to end that note on the two of them.
Great love story, man.
Yeah, it's a great love story, honestly. Thought it was a great way to end on the two of them. And whew, Vision gone. Westview is back to normal because the hex is finally over. And Wanda is back in the dump. She doesn't even have the house anymore, just empty lot. She puts a hoodie on, throw the hoodie on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she walks and everybody mean mugging her ass. Like, like this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Surprised nobody go down there and throw their hands.
Yeah, like I would have threw a rock at her or something, threw some tomatoes or something. Like, she walks up to Monica. And Monica says, they'll never understand what you sacrificed for them. And I was like, bro, stop it.
Nah.
Like, stop it. She didn't sacrifice anything.
Yeah.
And Wanda realized that too, because she was like, they'll never understand. Like, they'll never understand me because, bro, they don't have to. You know how much bad PTSD they're going to have now? Think about all those people. Bro,
that's
they was
lot of
trapped in their own. Think about being trapped in your own mind. How could you even live the rest of your life knowing that somebody can take over your mind and make you be a sitcom character?
And you can't even get out of it. You just stuck.
You stuck inside the sunken place.
That is crazy. Because honestly, when I was looking at that, I was like it gave me a flashback of the last episode when Wanda was saying when she was a kid, saying like this is basically when this is the end. This is you gonna wake up from a bad dream. But I'm like, this ain't gonna be no bad dream for them because this is something they gonna remember. And they mindful. And they mindful. They gotta try to remember stuff now. Like how they was before. They've been trapped away for so long. So that's not a good thing for them. I don't know what Monica was saying on that part.
Yeah, Monica, she too much of an empath. So Monica says, good luck on your journeys, which I kind of was like, bro, Wanda needs to answer for this. But I get it. Who gonna take her down? Wanda says, I need to figure out this power. And Wanda casts herself to exile, which we get a that was the post-credit scene. We get a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene like a movie. And I thought it was good. What I did want to see, I wanted to see them shoot a missile or something that wanted. Like, fam, she get to fly away into the sunset. Like, and honestly, the way she looked back at Westview, it was a little, to me, it was a little scary. I don't know the vibes you got. I got scary vibes. Like I got bad vibes from that because I'm just like, bro, Wanda is really out here tripping. And what is she gonna do? We find out what she's doing in the post-credit scene, but just her walking away after Agatha says you don't even realize what you've done. You don't even realize the chaos you've unleashed after you see all these witches saying, what is it? I had the actual term written down. It was something. But they had all these witches saying all of this shit, and you just be like, damn, man, like, what is Wanda gonna do to this world? Like, is she really gonna go full House of M and no more mutants, or it could be no more humans, or just like in this universe, we don't know. So I was like, damn, man, just seeing her fly away like that was creepy. What you think?
Yeah, bro, that was. I knew she was gonna fly away as soon as the cops came. But you know, I don't know why that part just was kind of weird to me because I was like, I seen some cop cars right behind Monica and stuff, and I'm like, so what happened when the sirens go off? Then Wanda she want to fly away like that? I was like, maybe I'm just reaching, but Wanda, man, that was a crazy scene with the whole Westview stuff because a lot of those people going, like you said, going to suffer from PTSD from that, and that I don't know how Wanda gonna recover from that. There's no way unless she be a villain. She has to be a villain.
Beverly literally said, "Tell my husband I love him and tell him please don't come back here." Like, come on, bro. That shit was heartbreaking. Like, Wanda did them people dirty.
Because that's what I said. I was like, yeah, we can love the heroes and we can love the villains and just love the people. But you got to look at the small things that matter. And those small things basically that should be bigger things are those people who had to suffer from that in those kids at Westview.
Especially the kids, bro. They was locked up in the room, like
they didn't get to see a day of light.
Except for Halloween.
Crazy.
That's sick.
And they have to act like they gotta go trick-or-treating.
That's sick. So we get Wanda flying away from Westview, looking back at Westview. We get the end credits. That is the end of WandaVision. And I gotta say, as a series, I would give it a solid overall, a solid 9 out of 10.
Okay.
And I say a solid 9 out of 10 because this series over my head.
Yeah.
Remember, before it came out, I said, I ain't gonna lie to you, the commercials look mid as fuck, but because it's Marvel, I'm gonna trust it. And honestly, the first 2 episodes, I was skeptical, but it's Marvel. Obviously, I'm gonna keep watching, and I'm glad I did. Shout out to all the YouTubers with all the theories. I found so many podcasts,
bro,
that I've enjoyed, like going on this journey. So I really appreciate WandaVision. Like this was a great way to kick off Phase 4. Great way to kick off Disney television or Marvel Disney television. I'll say, like, what do you think about before we hop into the post-credit scenes? Like, what do you think about the series? Like,
the series and all was amazing. Like I said earlier, this would go down as one of the top things in the MCU history. And I like how it took us away from the whole Thanos phase. Like, I remember years ago, me and you talking about this and was just like, man, what they gonna do next? Like what's gonna happen? Like, we just didn't know nothing. And now that we got this whole WandaVision thing, and with the episode with the sitcoms and the clues here and there, the little stuff that you would think that might happen that didn't happen, it was just a lot of stuff to make you want to talk about it. And that's what I really liked about WandaVision. It got us talking, throwing theories everywhere. No matter even if we didn't get it right, it was something that was there to make you think that. So that's what I really liked about WandaVision. And I'm glad I got to see it at this type of age, you know. So I can't wait for Phase 4, man. And what made it perfect, it's a great setup to make me more excited for the Winter Soldier movie and make me more excited for the Doctor Strange multiverse movie that's coming up pretty soon. So I just can't wait, bro.
Soldier's a show. And that's in 2 weeks, which we will be doing recaps on that shit too.
Yes.
So let's hop into these. We had a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. Let's hop into it. The first one, we get cleanup in Westview. And we get an detective or whatever she was she assorted? I don't know who she was. But she comes up and they take her into the theater. And what do you say? It was a scroll.
It was a scroll. Your boy was right.
And the scroll says he wants I was sitting here about old friend. A lot of people said this was Taylor's daughter. It couldn't have been because Wanda was, friends with Taylor's daughter. It's just a random scroll. And well, even then though, we don't know because at this point, well, we don't even then know. Well, this could lead into why Fury was up there on that scroll ship. So this could lead into that. And I'm very excited. Hey, I like Captain Marvel. I still don't get why people don't like Captain Marvel. Thought it was a great film. So I'm waiting for Captain Marvel too, especially if Tiana Paris gonna be in it.
Ooh,
baddie.
Can't wait. Don't even get me started, my guy.
Come on, man. Tiana Perry. Come on, man.
And what I liked about that scene too, with the post credit scene, I knew it when the scrolls came out, and the way she just transformed into a scroll. I was like, yes, yes. I was like, the scrolls are in. And I was like, I figured it because how the way that girl looked at Agent Hayward, and then just to get somebody that's in that business kind of and to come down and basically change it to a scroll. I was like, man, that is crazy. And I like how when she basically said stating he, as he could be Nick Fury. Who knows? It gotta be Nick Fury out there waiting for Monica. So
it gotta be Nick Fury, man.
Can't wait, man.
I can't wait either. So then we get more credits.
Yeah.
And then we get the post-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a far out shot, and we get a zoom in close a little bit. We see Wanda sipping tea, and she's in some secluded area. Some people say she might have found a cabin in Sokovia. We don't know. Yep. We all speculating still. Like we didn't learn our lesson. But she's out here, and she's going to get more tea. And this is where we get a deep, dark reveal that Wanda's going on Doctor Strange when he's on his astral form, and she is studying the dark hold, which honestly, this is where I think Wanda's going to become a villain. Because why is she not, like, you would think she would be with Doctor Strange at this point. And no, she's studying the dark hold. So Wanda, like Wanda tripping, bro. Like, I don't know what she doing. So,
bro.
And then we get, Mom, help! Like, bro, Billy's voice stand out. So he always screaming for help.
Crazy. Yeah, that part was crazy, bro. I was like, man.
And then Wanda, I don't know if she goes, I don't know if she does the hex magic again, because it looked like everything turned red, not just her eyes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that was, but I thought it was a crazy reveal. Or they did a reveal without revealing anything, I feel.
Yeah. Well, honestly, what I thought the reveal was basically showing Wanda can do this with her eyes open. That's pretty crazy for her to be able to do like that crafting of the spells and basically go through that book like that whole dark hole to be awake. That shit is wild. But I think she'd be at a disadvantage, don't you think? Because she awake when she gotta be awake to do this.
Nah, I just think she just outside chilling, enjoying her tea while her astro self is in there studying.
Well, I'm talking about.
I feel like she just gaining the knowledge without having to do the work. Like she just goes so hard, she don't even know how to do the work.
But did you see how she grabbed the tea kettle? Like she grabbed that thing barehanded.
Did she? Like,
yeah, you ain't noticed that?
The tea kettle?
Yeah, bro. She went in there and got it when it was straight done, when it was boiling hot, and she grabbed it like it was nothing.
Damn, I didn't catch that.
I was like, we ain't gonna talk about the tea kettle. I was like, bro, that thing should be hot. That's too funny. But then I did see that I did like how that part with the dark hole, basically how she reading the book. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know if she was studying herself or was trying to fix something. She might have been trying to change something.
I think she was just reading it, trying to see how she get her family back or something.
Yeah, she probably gonna have to do something.
Bro, I think because she was looking through the dark hole, that's why she heard them kids.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to say Wanda didn't learn her lesson, but I don't think so. And this is where I think she's gonna turn into a villain at.
Yep.
All right, man. So boom. That's it, man. WandaVision officially over. And honestly, I think even the title now, I don't think it means WandaVision like Wanda in Vision. I think it's really Wanda Television.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Vision has anything to do with the title anymore.
Nah.
Hey, I love the series, man. Like, I thought that shit was great.
Yeah, bro. It was a great series. Great ending and great way to write it off to get us excited for what's next. I just can't wait, bro.
2 weeks. We got Captain and the what's it? Falcon and the
Falcon.
Winter Soldier.
Yes,
Next
sir.
week we got Marvel Assemble. So next week we will be talking about the creation of WandaVision. Obviously, we won't go too long on that, but and then we're gonna talk about just some MCU shit, some Marvel shit, and just have fun on that one next week. So make sure you be sure to tune in for that. And before we go, I want to know what you think about the title, The Mutants. I don't know if you've seen that the X-Men might be called the Mutants.
Oh yeah, X-Men might be calling mutants. Yeah, I've been hearing about that floating around lately. With the mutants.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to see the Marvel Studios take on X-Men.
Oh, man, this is exciting, bro. This is a good time to be a Marvel fan.
This is the golden age of comic book films. Specifically, I ain't gonna say comic book films. I'm gonna say Marvel films because DC still got some catching up to do. But
yeah, DC got a lot of work to do.
This is definitely the golden age of Marvel films, Marvel television. Marvel run the world, man.
Mm-hmm. And they will forever be great.
I can't wait. Ant-Man and the Quantum Realm. That's gonna have King the Conqueror. He might be the next big bad after Thanos because I get it. This show wasn't meant. WandaVision wasn't meant to introduce anybody. This is all about Wanda. So I get it why they didn't introduce a big bad, and I get that. But we still don't have a big bad since Thanos left. And think about it. Phase 1, 2, and 3. Or no, phase 1, phase 2. We didn't have a big bad until phase 3. I don't feel like. I feel like every film just had its own little villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The first Avengers was Loki. The second one was Ultron. And then we come with Thanos.
Big boy.
Everyone's standalone films, Guardians, Cap, Iron Man, everyone just has like standalone villains. Like so it might take a couple phases till we get another big bad like Thanos again. Like how you feel about that?
I think it's gonna be a minute. I don't know though. I'm really figuring out. I'm trying to figure out who is going to be that big one. Because I don't know, maybe Dr. Doom. Maybe Dr. Doom.
But that's more of a Fantastic Four kind of.
Yeah, true. I don't know. But whatever it's going to be, hopefully it'll be exciting and probably get up there with the Thanos feel. And I hope so. And I just can't wait. I hope the next villain is probably going to be like something that we was anticipating to see or something we didn't think of. I don't know.
I still think some of those like Mephistos and shit. I still think that play is out there. Like,
I think Mephisto might be a Avenger villain. Something to be taken down. I mean, it has been signs that Mephisto could be in the MCU, but they just haven't announced it yet. Or they might not never announce it. Shoot, we never know, but he probably would play in it. Who knows? the choice is they gonna leave him as that devil feel though? Is they gonna give us that real Mephisto, or are they just gonna probably play it off the character? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, man, we gonna see, man. I'm like, this is so much great. We just got so much great content coming up. We got Loki, we got Falcon. Yeah. Hopefully, we have Black Widow coming out in theaters in May. Hopefully, that shit comes out in 2 months. I'm going to see it.
Hype on that, man. Too long.
Like, bro, like, please, can we get that? Then we got Spider-Man coming in for Christmas. Like you said, you ain't there, you pussy, because I'm going to be there. I can't wait. Like, it's so much great MCU material. Like, I am so excited. So excited. Like, I'm just, bro, I'm ecstatic.
I can't wait, bro.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna go and wrap this one up, man. Episode 3 in the books. First one on video. You know what I'm saying? So if you're feeling this, subscribe, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what they say on YouTube.
Yes, sir. And
turn the notification bell on.
Ding.
So you know when we drop a video. Head ass.
But for real though, straight out of Marvel game, we miss you guys. We can't wait. Hopefully all you guys start joining in. We get a bigger platform to blow this thing go all together, because we're gonna do this as a family and we're gonna have a blast with this new phase 4. I can't wait.
Every week, do not forget, we will be here. We ain't taking no time off at all. We will be here every week. We will start dropping these videos all the time and audio. Like I said, please go subscribe, go like. If you see us on Spotify, give us a follow. If we finally get on Apple Podcasts, man, Anchor taking forever. Give us a 5-star rating and give us some comments, man. Give us some feedback. Let's talk. Hit us up on Discord, Straight Out of Marvel. Hey, man, we got a lot of shit. We finally got a Twitter page, which me personally, I went mini viral. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I say mini viral, I mean like a couple hundred likes. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too heavy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So go follow that. Straight Out of Marvel at the KC Network 702 on Twitter, on the Bird app. Go follow us on the Bird app pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
All that coming up. KC Network 702 on YouTube. Do not forget, we about this bitch. Kevin 27 signing off. My brother Chris.
Peace.
We about this bitch.